Lion Rian Johnson, or should I say Ruin Johnson? Either way, Rian Johnson is at it once again on Twitter, trolling people who didn't like his movie. And this time, he has cohorts who are joining him in trolling people who didn't like The Last Jedi as well. So, yep, this is going to be fun. So, we're going to be getting to some interesting things that Rian Johnson says here in this tweet. But first, let's go ahead and start off with where it all started with MZS, who apparently is a co-author of The Soprano Sessions, whatever that is, and a TV and film critic. Does he actually work for Roger Ebert? Oh, wow. Looks like he does. I don't really care, so I'm not going to bother clicking on the link or anything or doing any of that stuff. But apparently this is someone who is very prominent in his field. Someone who should be respected. But MZS says, feeling a bit cranky today, so I'm going into threads where people unnecessarily talk shit about The Last Jedi and letting them know that I think it's a classic that only gains from repeat viewings. Yeah, sure. You're supposed to be a TV film critic and a co-author, so you must have something to do with writing. I'm sorry, dude. The movie's a mess. Even from a writing standpoint, the movie is a mess. From an editing standpoint, the movie is a mess. It just is, okay? Canobite is one of the worst subplots in movie history. It is so bad. The writing is horrible. Do you want me to actually go through the movie and point out all of the writing issues in the movie? Because I can do that if that would help you out. But anyway, so Rian Johnson replies and says, I love you. Because he loves people who troll people over his movie. That's the whole point of Rian Johnson. He is not someone who actually cares about Star Wars. He's not someone that actually cares about making a good story. He's a troll. That is all that Rian Johnson is. He is a troll. He is a master at being a troll. And that's pretty much all that he is good at nowadays, unfortunately. So, let us go and continue here. So, Tevin retweeted this, or tweeted this screenshot here and says, so this is what film critics and writers do in their spare time. Troll Star Wars fans who dislike The Last Jedi. And of course, Rian Johnson loves it. Of course he does. And this just perfectly sums up Rian Johnson and his supporters over The Last Jedi. This tweet right here perfectly summed it up. You have the troll who loves the fact that people who follow him are going into different tweets and trolling them over their opinions and stuff. And this boils down to the fact that these people get their panties in a knot over the fact that people don't like a movie. Are you serious? Are you actually that petty about it? You do realize that there's people that live here on the world that have different opinions, right? And there's nothing wrong with that, right? I know. It's a concept that NPCs and SJWs don't understand. That they don't understand the fact that people can have different opinions, and that's okay. Especially opinions that don't align up exactly with their opinions. So yeah, I'm sorry. I shouldn't try to explain this to these guys because they'll never understand. They'll never get it. So let us continue. 97 Bravo says Rian Johnson and MZS are pimples on the boils on the asses of true OT and PT Star Wars fans, and precisely what's wrong with the fandom. I think that's a pretty good analogy. I really do. I mean, these people are the pains in the asses of Star Wars fans of the original trilogy and the prequel trilogy, because they have destroyed what people like 97 Bravo love. Star Wars. They have destroyed this franchise. They have destroyed this series. Something that back in 2015 fans were actually excited about. Jeremy Griggs. I'm sure you know him. He is the owner and founder of Geeks and Gamers, and he is someone who also makes videos on this channel. He was absolutely out of this world obsessed and excited about The Force Awakens in 2015. It was awesome to watch. I was happy for him and just how excited he was. He was buying so many different toys. He bought like, I don't know, like a little BB-8 like robot thing or something, and it was like an insane amount of money to buy that. And it was just like, it was awesome to see someone who was that excited. He spent so much money on just the merchandise, and this was before the movie even came out. And after the movie came out, he liked the movie. He was excited about the movie, and he bought more merch. He kept on buying more and more merch leading up to the Last Jedi and stuff as well. And you know, that is what a true Star Wars fan was like before Rian Johnson came along, before The Last Jedi came along. People were so excited about Star Wars returning, and it was awesome to see. It was so awesome to see. I'm someone who doesn't really care that much about Star Wars. Like, I'm just kind of a casual when it comes to Star Wars, but it was awesome to see fans who were excited about Star Wars getting all of this love and all of this kind of renewal with Star Wars and stuff. At that time, people thought it was a renewal, and obviously that all tanked with The Last Jedi and with Rian Johnson. But with all that being said, let's continue here. So that's what 97 Bravo said here, and I totally agree with him. I think that is a very worthy analogy. And then MZS responds to this guy and says, which one of you sent this tweet? Was it the Christian, the husband, or the dad? Now, me being a normal person, I didn't go to this guy's tweet and look at him and go, okay, identity politics ramping up here. Let's see, a Christian, husband, and dad. All right, that is his identity. Let us attack his identity. That is what people like MZS do. That is what people like Rian Johnson do, because they're SJWs. So Rian Johnson replies as well and says, the Christian father-husband thing is really weirdly ubiquitous to the point where I've wondered if it's a bot thing. Rian Johnson, you're looking right now at me, and I am a Christian father-husband. I know, crazy, and I don't think I'm a bot. I think I'm a real person. So yeah, this just blows my mind. It blows my mind. And this, I mean, everything about this entire tweet thread is just perfection. So first we get to see the troll, we get to see the troll's cohorts, and then we move down here and we see that they are not only just trolls, they're SJWs, because they don't attack, they don't counter 97 Bravo's opinions, they attack his identity. That is exactly what SJWs do. They attack identities. It's all about identities with these maniacs. This guy attacks his identity. Rian Johnson attacks his identity. Apparently Christian father husbands aren't a thing. Apparently they're just bots. Apparently every single one of you who is watching this video right now, who is a Christian, a father, and a husband, you're a bot. Just like me. I'm a bot. We are all bots. Probably Russian bots, too. And then Seven replies and says, yeah, everyone knows there's no Christians, fathers, or husbands on Twitter. That'd be crazy, right? How do I tell my pastor, my wife, and my kids that I'm a bot? Honey, I just have to tell you, I'm a bot. Oh my gosh. So funny. Yeah, it's just ridiculous. Rian Johnson is such a toxic, nasty human being. And all of his little cohorts, MZS, who is supposed to be a TV film critic, are nasty human beings. They attack identities. They don't actually try to have conversations. They don't try to actually discuss people and try to understand why people didn't like a movie. They just are like, nope, this movie is a classic. You cannot criticize this movie. If you do, then we will attack your identity. Let us see. You are a Christian father husband? Which one of you sent this tweet? Oh, there are no Christian father husbands. They are all ubiquitous. It is just a bot thing. It's insane. It is insane. Anyway, so Rian Johnson, I hate to break it to you. I hate to break it to you, but there are an insane amount of people who love Star Wars, who are Christians, fathers, and husbands. There's a lot of there's a lot of us out there, okay? And I'm surprised that it didn't put in like white Christian father, husband, or something like that too. But yeah, we make up a huge majority of people who like Star Wars, who are fans of Star Wars, and yeah, that's just something that you're gonna have to deal with. I know that you SJWs like to live in your own fantasy little world where you like to pretend that Christian father husbands don't exist because those are bad people. I guess I don't know. Probably because we don't necessarily fit the narrative that you want to spread. So you like to you'd rather pretend that we don't exist and that we're all just bots. I mean, if this entire Twitter thread right here doesn't prove to you that Rian Johnson is a troll and it doesn't actually care about Star Wars. He just cares about the aftermath where he gets to mess around with the fans of Star Wars and trigger fans of Star Wars or whatever. If that doesn't show you that, and if this doesn't show you that he is a prime SJW, then I don't know what does. Anyway, this is ridiculous. So coming at you from a Christian father husband, I hope you enjoyed this video. And thank you for watching this video. Consider subscribing to the channel if you are new around here. Thank you for all of your support. I really do appreciate it. We appreciate it. And yeah, Christian father husband signing out. Talk to you later.
Hey everyone, it's Jeremy from geeksandgamers.com, and if you're a fan of Geeks and Gamers, please go to our website, visit our merchandise store. We have t-shirts, hoodies, hats, beanies, tank tops, and in the very near future, we're going to have many more products for you to choose from. So thank you for the support. We appreciate it. You guys have a great day, and we will talk to you later.